Hey, John Davis, how you doing? Okay. All right, man. Let's get rocking. Welcome to our Builders Call. I got so much to share with you, so much in my mind. They're firing off on all cylinders like crazy. That's one thing that listening to Andy Albright does, makes me think about me, things I need to do. And then, I feel like I got to share it. I got to share it. I'll make some announcements as well. Um, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get rocking. Okay, so in my effort to really focus on building my team and to really get people started properly, um, it's funny you say that, start properly. Um, Everyone has their own way of getting started. To get them started properly is to figure out what they need to do next. And that's probably the thing is, when you're getting started with us, as far as selling and recruiting, what do you need to do next to make that happen in your life? We'd like to boil things down as the next thing you need to do, not the 20 things that you need to do. It's kind of like what Andy's taught me about handling any problems in your life. When you look at all the problems on your plate and all the things you're dealing with, whether it's financial, family, relationships, all these issues, it's very true what he said. The bigger your plate of problems, the bigger opportunities you have. And probably, if you know how to handle it right, probably doing real well on the positive side, right? When you look at all the things on your plate, this, all the million things seemingly, you get overwhelmed and then you don't do anything because you just like, where do I start, right? It's that, where do I start? Then you feel defeated, you feel hopeless. Hopefully you won't off yourself, but that's what people in despair do, is they end their life because all these things in a whole just look so insurmountable. But what Andy's taught me is to compartmentalize things in each individual thing that I can do. What can I do to take care of each little thing next, right? What is the most impact? So when you look at all the plate of problems you have, okay, which one's going to make the biggest impact in your life? So you've got to group those plates of issues and you got to rack and stack them. Which one is going to make the most impact that I can do something about? So it's twofold. You got the problem, you got what can I do about it? You got a big problem, but you can't do anything about it. Well, okay, so do I need to put mental energy and emotion in dealing with that big problem if I can't do anything about it, right? Russian influence in the elections. Man, I care about that because blah, blah, blah. Well, can you do anything about it? Probably not. Okay, so let's stick it over here where it's not in my focus, and I stick it over here where it's no longer in my focus. I don't need to think about it. I don't need to feel anything about it. I don't need to blah, 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 right? My sister's getting divorced from her husband. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. It's sad. What's she going to do? Okay, can you do anything about it? What can you do about that happening or not happening? Okay, so maybe you can be there for your sister when she needs a shoulder to cry on, but I don't know about you, but unless you have a marriage counseling degree, right, then stick it from here to here. Okay, next, what's next? I need to make money because I got to make the rent. Okay, all right, now that we're talking, let's stick that up in your focus. And then what can I do about that issue? Well, let's figure it out. What's the next thing you need to do? We need to get you on the phone dialing to book appointments. Okay, well, I don't have anyone to dial. Do you got 10 friends that you can practice your ATM on? Why don't you dial your 10 friends to get in front and practice your ATM? But Alex, I thought we had leads and, we don't want to, I didn't want to sell my family and friends. What part of that did I say you were selling your family and friends? That is someone you can call, people you can call to practice your ATM. Look, if they want to buy something, twist your arm, all right? Help them. But you need to practice your ATM so you can get better in the home, right? Hey, and to me, those are appointments. Okay, so that's how we can get you started next. What's the next thing? Well, let's get leads in your hands. Did you get bonus leads from Jenny? Can we get you bonus leads? What can we do to help you invest in leads to get you started? What solution is there? There's a solution. You can't figure it out on your own. You need to get with me and let's figure it out for you. But that is something you could do, making dials and booking appointments. Okay, that's something you can do. So of all the problems you have, let's figure that one out and let's make a game plan, make it happen. Now you start moving to the next thing you need to do. So the getting started properly is, what do you need to do next to make your life better, moving towards whatever goal that you need to get to, with all the problems that you have, all the problems I have, right? All the problems that everyone has. What is the next thing you need to do to make your life better, to get out of the situation you're in, right? And then you don't need to be waiting. What is there to wait? Why wait? I love it when people tell me, well, I'm going to get started Monday. And it's like today, Friday. Okay, well, okay, what does that mean, getting started? Well, I'm going to start studying. Okay, well, what are you doing tonight? Well, tonight I have this, this, and this. Okay, what are you doing after all that's over? Well, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, great. And, well, you know, that's usually my time to get on ESPN. Oh, God. All right, man, let's start from the beginning. Has watching ESPN ever made you money? No, but it's relaxing. Oh, okay, so it's the decision of, do you want to be relaxed or do you still want to be in financial urgency? You know, there's relaxing and there's financial urgency. What are you relaxing from? I think the financial urgency is something you need to be worried about. You need to be doing something about. So why wait till Monday? It's like, question everything, gang. Like I love what Andy said, reset button, hit the reset button and be different. Hit the reset button and like, let's start over. This is a do-over. Today is a do-over. This minute's a do-over. Alex, what do you mean? Start your life over. Start now to be different. Question everything. Why should I wait for anything? Because of inconvenience? It's like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want right now? And how can I get what I want right now versus later? Because if you keep waiting for later, you keep waiting for the round to it. When I get around to it, man, God, nothing good is going to happen from that. So let me come back to the beginning, my announcement. All right, so I am hiring somebody, my buddy Jonah, and I'm hiring him to be really full-time agent mentor. He's going to be agent mentor, agent advisor. I call it agent advisor because I'm the mentor. I'm the mentor, he's the advisor. And what he's going to do for you is going to help you bridge the gap of my time to help you download applications, using my time to help you walk through the software, my time to help you figure out what a 55-year-old diabetic needs and what product will cover him. Like Jonah's been with me for 3 years, and man, so I'm very excited to have him come on board my team with Brenda, Kim, and Danielle. And we're fixing some things administratively. So we should be right on track with getting stuff, you know, getting answers back to you right away, getting stuff sent to you right away that you order from the store. We're tightening the ship up because we're getting ready for our next blow-up run, right? And who wants to come with me? I want to know who wants to come with me, because I'm not going to say it like that. I need you. You matter to me. I need you to step up. I need you to build your business. I need you to influence other lives. I need you to take care of families. I need you to make money by serving other people. I need that from you, right? Now, I'm not going to force it out of you. I'm not going to, but here's the thing. I need someone to help me build the alliance. If you want to come with me, then we're going to have a great time. If you're not ready now, then God bless you. You know, you can work with Jonah. Jonah will help you. Okay. But I can't do it anymore. As far as like what Andy said, I can't be a person he can work with if I'm working with the wrong people. Okay. So I need to judiciously choose where I need to put my time, energy, and effort. Okay. So John's going to help me. It's going to help me do the things for you that I just cannot do anymore, right? Because I'm anticipating some tremendous blow-up growth. And it'll also help you from not getting mad at me because I can't get around to doing what I need to do for you. He'll be much more responsive. So I'm excited for Jonah to come on. But here's the thing. Now I need to know who wants to run with me, who wants to be my inner circle of agents that I'm working directly with to blow their business up, okay? And I need to be more discerning about who that is. And I need to know, are you wanting to step up and be part of that? Are you going to be the sponge I can pour into that we get results from? Because nothing, if you aren't producing results, then you aren't producing results. It's okay. And I'm saying it's okay. I'm not putting any pressure on you. Please, God, know that I'm not putting any pressure on you. I want you to put pressure on yourself to decide, hey, how about me? I want to blow my business up. I got all these things. I got all these things that I need to make happen in my life. It's like, bro, let's go. Let's run. Sister, there's bro and there's, I don't know. I don't know what the female version of that. Sis, hey, sis. Hey, cuz. Let's run. Let's do it. Let's get crazy and blow it up. Let's focus. Let's do something nuts that no one has ever, that you've never done in your life. Go crazy with focus and doing something 24/7, 5 nights, 7 nights a week, whatever, 24/7. Not to the exclusion of your worship for the Lord, not to the exclusion of your family. But I'm asking all the other time that you have available, I'm asking for that time, right? I'm asking you to put that time in, and let's make something huge that will last a long time, the rest of your life and for your family. Let's do something now. Let's hit the reset button and say, how about me? And like, even if you're not even on the building side, but you want to be on the sales side, how about me? How can I be a Sarge who's going to averaging issue paying like what, 12,000 a week? How do you issue pay 12,000 a week? You work your butt off. You're booking 20, 25 points a week. So if you're kind of playing with this thing and only doing 3 or 4 or 5 appointments a week, look, if that's good, then God bless you, man. I'm going to leave you alone, man. Be happy with how much money you're making. But if you're frustrated with how much money you're making and you're trying to figure out, how do I book 20 appointments a week? Well, then let's spend time together and figure that part out. I'm going to ask you, how many dollars are you making? And if you're telling me $50, it's like, okay, I see the problem. Okay? Well, what are you doing? Okay? The other thing, too, is that when you get into a mode, in action mode, like I'm talking crazy action mode that I'm talking about right now, right? Crazy action mode is that when you talk to me, you're not telling me what you're planning to do. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, if you ask me a question, hey, this is what I'm thinking. What are your thoughts on that? It's like, okay, I can answer that question. But if you tell me what you're going to do, well, then what am I going to tell you? Hey, man, rock on. Sounds like you got the game plan. Be very careful when I say, well, sounds like you got the game plan. Okay? Because that's my code word for saying, fire it up. Obviously, you're not wanting to listen to me. Obviously, you don't care about what I think about you, what you're doing. Obviously, so that's my code word. I shouldn't give up my code words, really. I don't want to make you feel bad. Like I said before, my job is not to make you feel bad. My job is to make you feel responsible to take action in your life, and then you go ahead and move forward and do something with it, right? Like, quit piddling quit piddling, but I'll let you piddle if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you not unless you ask me, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm thinking. So tell me your thoughts about what my game plan is, and then tweak it for me, please. It's like, okay, well, that sounds good. I think that's a great game plan. I think that will get you what you're looking for. Or I'll tell you, you know what? I had a guy try that one time, and man, he just totally just didn't make it work. And this is why, or this is why I think what happened. Right? I'll be nice about it. I'm not going to tell you that's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. Okay, I won't tell you that because I've done some idiotic things too. So I know what that's about. But what I will tell you is, okay, that sounds like a great game plan. But be careful when I say, hey, man, sounds like you got the game plan, bro. Rock on. Of course, we only have, how many people on this call? So I only gave it up to 20 people. Anyway. Now, whatever your limitations are, they're your limitations in terms of your schedule, your budget, everything like that. But man, if you're open to working your patootie off, that's the one part is I want to know that you're making a decision. So tell me what kind of time you're putting in your business, then I can help you, right? So getting back to the announcement, yeah, Jonah's going to help me. And it's not like I'm shuffling you off to him. There are things that he's probably better at that I can be. All right, he can be much more hand-holding of you. And I've got things I got to do. I've got my schedules like boom, 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 boom. I'm usually behind schedule. By the time I get to 11 in the morning, I'm already like half hour behind. That's just how I book my calendar. I book my calendar jam-packed, so I'm behind. And I tell people, I apologize. I'm good at apologizing to people. And most of you know, sometimes I'm called when you put your thing in my schedule that I'm late. But yeah, I got things to do. I got people to see. You got people to influence. I got to work harder. I'm not even working as hard as I need to. Anyway, so that is like the preamble. Like, so who wants to run? If you want to run, let's partner together and let's do this thing, you and me, and let's just make it happen. Whether it's sales or recruiting. So I'm not saying I'll just want to work. This is a builder's call, by the way. But whether it's sales or recruiting, okay? Now, one thing that you'll know right away, I love this. All in. I love it. All in, Dan. All in. We're going to make you get out of your house. We're going to get you into that office, Dan. Sometimes you got to change your environment. Sometimes, you know how it is. I was telling Dan one time, when I was at the Air Force Academy, we never slept on our beds. Our beds were always made. Like, we had our beds, and then we had to have hospital corners. We had a gray wool blanket that we put on it, and it had to have like this much overlap from the sheet, and the pillows had to be perfect. So we didn't want to have to keep remaking our bed. So you talk to any Air Force Academy cadet, at least my era, no one ever slept in their bed. They slept on their bed. So we would sleep on the bed with our other pillow, because pillows had to look good too. Sleep on the bed with our other pillow with another blanket. And then we'd put that away, and then we'd have, our bed. We'd make our bed. The only problem with having your bed next to your desk is that at night during academic call to quarters when we're supposed to study, is, man, that bed is like a magnet. We called it the gray magnet flux is what we called it at the academy, because you just wanted so bad to lay on your bed and take a nap. And it's bad when you're trying to study, when you got Aero and Astro, Double E, and social studies and military. We carried 23 credit hours per semester, which is an insane schedule. And that bed just looked awfully good. And I'll tell you, when I stayed in my room, man, I always felt sleepy because I saw my bed there. And I'll tell you what, more often than not, I would just sneak a nap, and all of a sudden that nap, 3 hours go by, and all of a sudden you hear taps playing, and then it's like, crap, I missed 3 hours of good study time I could have put in because I was sleeping. And so it's like, golly, man, I got to get my grades up because my grades suck. And I got to, so what I did was I'd go to Fairchild Hall, which is the library, and I'd find a study carrel to go into. and I would study the study carol. So I would go after dinner. I wouldn't go back to my room. I'd go straight to Fairchild Hall to find a study carol so I can study and be uncomfortable and not be comfortable in my shorts and my t-shirt and then get sucked into the submit to the gray magnet flux and then be sleeping on my bed. I knew right away what was my weakness and temptation. It's like I hated to fight temptation. It's like I didn't have the discipline. Like you could do two things with temptation. The things that tempt you, you could either do the psychological genie thing to become the best psychological steel-minded person to withstand temptation, or you could be like me and be the temptation wimp and then just not put myself in the position to be tempted, right? Not fall to temptation because it's close to me. I would get far away from temptation. And I think running away, being a coward to temptation was always the best thing for me because I didn't have to work up the mental power to be able to withstand it because there's only so much you have. Your tank at the beginning of the day is full from dealing with negative and dealing with temptations. But the more you expose yourself to stuff, it sucks your tank dry where you can't do the stuff you need to do. And so you got to get yourself away from things that tempt you. You don't, man, it's so much harder to you to get psychologically correct to get in front of a temptation. You need to avoid it. Now, I'm all for becoming a stronger person to not deal with it, but I'm of the opinion the quicker I can get out away from the temptation, the better it is for me, right? So what is the things that are tempting you in your life? Are you checking Facebook on your phone? I'm telling you what, delete the freaking app on your phone. Just do that simple thing for me, please, and you're not going to be on it. Now, you're going to have to go to your laptop or computer to get on Facebook, so why don't you at least give yourself that? Do it when you're in front of your laptop, but don't do it on your phone. Delete the app on your phone. That will help you. That will help you create focus, right? So run away from temptations. Like what other things are tempting you to be a time suck in your life? Because it's true what Andy said, man. Everything that you're doing, you got to be accountable to everything that you're doing. And when you tell me you can't book 20 appointments a week, I'm asking you, well, what the heck are you doing with your time? And when you do a pure time accounting, it will make you sick knowing how much time you're wasting from getting an awesome life. You are just around the corner from an awesome life, but you got to start the journey now. If you're waiting to start, then you're waiting to start. It'll never happen until you get started, right? So getting back to, always comes back to, what's the next thing I need to do? What is the next thing I need to do? So anyway, we're going to try to help you with those decisions if you're all in. And if you're the right mindset to be coached and trained, great, then I will help you. If you're not in the right mindset, then I will let you, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I will let you go to hell with and you'll pave the way with your own good intentions. Okay, but if you're open to listen, then I will help you. Okay, it's not that kind of guy, man. I'm not good enough. Not good enough to tell you, to beat on you what you're doing wrong. The only people I will be that way with is my children, right? My children is the only one that I will, if they're going to be walking on a sidewalk and they're going to step in front of an oncoming bus, I'm going to grab them and pull them out quick and shake them and go, what the heck were you thinking? You could have died. Okay, I'm that way with my kids. I won't be that way with you. So you got to be very careful about seeking advice when you're not like really mentally ready to receive it, because I will know and I won't give it to you, and because I want to make sure you're not mad at me and that you won't like leave because you're mad that I told you something you needed to do. Because I know the past 3 times I've done that with agents, and when they received the wrath of truth, they weren't able to handle it. They absolutely were not able to handle it. Were not able to handle it. They said, I can handle it. And then I just went off on them. Like, I wasn't angry. I just told them the truth. And then they just like, I didn't feel very good. It's like, well, I mean, I thought you said you can handle it. So I've learned a long time ago, I learned my lesson that I can't be that way. And if you want me to be that way, then you need to find someone else. You need to go back to your mama. I know, get your mama in the business, and then she could be your mama. And she could tell you, she slap you upside the head, but I don't have that authority, even though you say you give it to me. I don't have that authority to do that. I won't do it. But let's get your mama in, then she could do it for you. Am I being sarcastic? I'm being sarcastic, am I? Aren't I? Anyway. All right, what's the point of all this? This is just a whole preamble to other stuff, right? So let's move on from there. I only have like half an hour. John Davis is cracking up. John knows how I am. What else? Okay. Okay, I got 8 minutes left. So next section, what I want to talk to you about. When you're recruiting, especially ZipRecruiter folks, if you're on my ZipRecruiter, you have to get in touch with them ASAP. You cannot let them sit. And you have to study that Ed Soto video on getting a hold of people. It is, I think it's email, text. Email, text. So reaching out to the people on Zip. Anybody who responds to any of your ads, you need to get that resolved in 24 hours. Any length of time beyond that, you get messed up because they're going to find something else to look at. They're going to talk to another person. They're actively looking. And that's the part about ZipRecruiter and Craigslist and all the other things you can do, Monster, is that they're actively looking. The problem with people actively looking is they're actively talking to many people. And if you don't capture their attention right away, you've lost them. So it doesn't matter if they responded to your ZipRecruiter ad. If you don't get to them within 24 hours, it's done. So you got to email, text. Email, text. Email them again, text them to get a hold of them so you can engage with them quickly. If you're letting them get stale in your ZipRecruiter responder thing, man, you're totally blowing it. You're wasting $156 a month. You're totally wasting those people that are responding to your ad. You know what? They don't care because they got other people responding to them right away. So if you've already invested $156 a month in the ZipRecruiter responders, don't waste your money. Get to them right away. Late night, I don't care if you're texting them late night. Get that conversation started. Get them in right away. Urgency, it's urgent. You can't just let it accumulate and then decide you're going to do it once a week. Man, you got to do it every day. I don't have time. You got time. Give up 15 minutes of sleep. Okay? Whatever you got to give up, man. These people are asking for help. Get to them right away. I don't care if you text, email. Text, email, or email, text. Reach out and get a hold of them. That's the idea. Get a hold of them right away. Brenda was telling me that we actually have good response on email and good response on texting. But if you're not taking all advantage, and here's why I think that is. I think it's a demographic thing. I think that the people that are older respond to emails. They check email, they respond to email, and they get it done quick. People that are younger respond to text. They don't respond to emails as quick because they might check their email like once every other day, right? But they're checking their text all the time. Their device is in front of them all the time, seeing who texted me. So here's what I think. I think that the texters that respond to you are people that are the younger people, right? And the younger people could potentially be more productive because they have more energy. They're hungrier. They don't have a career that they're living off of the results of a career. They're just something different about them. They potentially could be hungrier. So I think it's almost a filter. I would rather text them. The people who respond to the text are probably younger, and I'm going after them like a white on rice, man, like a hobo on a ham sandwich. I am on them like nobody's business, right? And then the email people, they're probably older people anyway. I mean, I want old people too. I want everyone. I want everyone that wants to help people. I want everyone. I don't care, okay? But so that's why email, text. So that is my commercial on got to get a hold of people right away. And then what do you do with them? You got to talk to them, see how they're doing. Okay, I'm not going to do it for you until later. I can be your second interview. I can be your final interview. Okay, that's a super important thing to think about, is that use me wisely when you have someone who you've screened. And I tell you what, man, it is just totally, you're blowing it if you don't talk to people. Now look, the results won't happen right away. You're going to have people that quit. All right, can I tell you, when you get started, you're going to bring in 10, 20 people, and I'm not surprised if none of them do anything, okay? It's just how it is, because you're brand new. You don't know what you're looking for. You don't know what you're saying. All of a sudden, you accidentally have them join you, and then they realize, oh, this isn't a get-rich-quick thing. They're out of here, okay? Then you'll start finding the quality people that are really good. And then the reason why they don't continue to follow through with you is because you don't follow through with them. You're not good at checking back with them, building a relationship, seeing how they're getting through the, you just kind of launch and leave, and then see how they get through the agent training. You just hope that they get through agent training and then they're ready for leads. Because you never check on them. And I'm going to have Jenna actually do more of that for me, my personal people. You don't check in on them. You see how they're doing. It's like you're treating them like they're a piece of meat. And the ones that could be $20,000 producers, you're losing because you're being stupid and not getting a hold of them and just see how they're doing, right? It's just pure stupidity on your part. But then you learn how to not be stupid and ignorant, and then you get smarter and smarter, and then you start finding good people that respond to you, that become alliance people. They plug into the system. They go to hotspot meetings. They get help. They want to come to functions. They want to do all these things. And there's nothing you can do to stop them because you're plugging them in. You get me talking to them, get Andy Albright talking to them, getting them to the next function, and they're just locked in, right? You're going to start finding those people. The first thing you got to check is, are you that kind of person? Like you got to check, you have to do a checkup from the neck up. Am I that type of person that's worth duplicating with the people I'm looking for, right? So anyway, man, I've crammed a lot. I've crammed a lot in this time, but suffice it to say is, going back, who wants to run with me? And if it ain't you, I'm going to find someone else, because I'm going to say it like that. When you're ready, and then let's run. If you're not ready, that's okay. Still, we'll help you. Let's get going. I'll still help you. But the people that really want it bad, I want to know who you are so I can pour into you and spend time with you. So you be a sponge with stuff. And that you're not worried that I'll be judging you. And that's the biggest thing, I think, is people think that I'm judging all the time. The only thing I judge is, are you ready now, or will you be ready later? If you're ready now, then I treat you different than if you're ready later, then I treat you different. I still want to help you. I still will help you, okay? But you want to run now, it's a different conversation, right? So it's not like, I don't want to get into this divisive thing. My support and care for you is still the same. It's just I need to treat you different if you're ready to run fast and hard versus if you're just kind of, just trying to get into it, whatever. So anyway, it's an ambition thing, okay? So anyway, I'm done, man. Rock on. I will get this out to everybody, and man, I hope this helped. And then, okay, yeah. So next week, I'm trying to figure out a weekly training thing where we do hardcore sales training, like sales training. I mean, everything, hot seating, everything. So I'm thinking Thursdays at 11 a.m., our old meeting time, and then an evening meeting. It could be Wednesday night, it could be Thursday night. I'm thinking maybe I do Wednesday night and a Thursday morning. All right, maybe something like that. Because it'll also depend on your hotspot meetings too. I think Columbus is on Tuesday nights now, right, Charlene? So so maybe I do Wednesday night. Okay, Wednesday night and Thursday morning is maybe what I'll do. But I want to do like an hour of hardcore sales training. We're going to go into negative reversing. There's two separate things, right? I mean, I'm going to dig into bond and rapport using NLP techniques. Oh man, NLP. If I teach you some NLP, man, that's where you have the unfair advantage. I'll get you into some NLP techniques. That's neuro-linguistic programming. Anyway, I'm done, man. Let's rock and roll. And man, get your butt out there. Get your butt out there and serve families. Let's make this next week a rocking week. What are you doing now? Get some leads, make some phone calls. Let's make this weekend happen. Let's sell something this weekend so we can help you and get ERS names. Man, don't piddle. Let's do it. Because I think y'all can use the money, right? So anyway, that's my kind of way of kicking you in the butt, I guess. God bless, man. Rock on.